We're learning that Election Commission officials have checked Karnataka Congress chief DK Shivakumar's wife's chopper in Dakshin Kannada's Beltalgandi. An argument had broken out between a pilot and an EC official where a pilot can be heard saying that this is a private chopper and not election campaign chopper to check. The permission too had been taken. DK Shivakumar's wife along with her son and daughter had arrived to visit Dharmasthala, and DK Shivakumar too is expected to visit that temple as well. We're showing you those visuals of that reported incident. Essentially, remember, this is what we're learning, where Election Commission officials have checked the Karnataka Congress chief DK Shivakumar's wife's chopper. This was what took place in Dakshin Kannada's Beltalgandi. And an argument had also broken out between the pilot and an EC official, where a pilot can be heard saying that this is a private chopper and not an election campaign chopper to check by the EC officials. And what the pilot also said is that permission too had been taken. Let's listen in to that interaction.
Election flight, why do you need the election commission? We have already given the letter, no? So? No, what is the procedure? That's what I'm saying.
The flying squad is just checking the bank.
That's what I'm saying. This is not an election flight.
No.
We have already given the letter. This is a private charter. Give me a second. Just check. Election flight, why do you need the election commission? We have already given the letter, no? So? No, what is the procedure? That's what I'm saying.
The flying squad is just checking.
We're crossing over to our correspondent Ritu to get us more details on this. Ritu, can you tell us about this incident?
Well, this incident took place in Dakshin Kannada district. In fact, there you can see in the visual where KPCC President DK Shivakumar's wife, along with her daughter and son, in fact, had arrived at Dharmasthala for a special puja. In fact, where DK Shivakumar arrived a bit late, he came in a separate chopper. But however, you see there the election officials reached out and wanted to check the chopper as well, the private chopper, where you can hear the pilot of the chopper as well as the EC officials getting into an argument where the pilot is saying that this is a private chopper and the permission has been sought for it. The letter was given and everything is clear. Then why there is a need for the checking as well when things are very clear on the paper? So is it that it has been done deliberately is also a question that has been raised right now. But however, you see the Election Commission officials tries convincing the pilot. By pilot goes on, he's very angry, that we can see in the visual. And finally, he opens the door of the chopper and let the officials to check the private chopper. But however, there later point, you see DK Shivakumar too has visited. He too is at Dharmasthala right now, along with his family members for a special puja, which happened. The Dharmasthala, in fact, the temple is a very famous temple in the south, in fact, and especially in the Karnataka, which is a temple of Manjunatha, where so many of them come and pray there. It's a very popular temple, as said. But however, you see, this is all coming right after KPCC President DK Shivakumar, who is continuously alleging and attacking the BJP, saying that there are deliberately and attempts that have been made by the BJP leaders to ensure that there's so much of trouble for the KPCC President ahead of the election. So all those attempts have been made by the BJP leaders. So that's the kind of allegation that he's also making, and this incident also coming in right at a time when the DK Shivakumar making these kind of allegations. But however, we'll have to see, because this will just not stop here. For sure that we'll also get to see how DK Shivakumar is going to react, and again likely that he might attack the BJP for this reason again, because we can hear the pilot saying that there was a clear permission that was taken, and then why was there a need for a checking as well.
So did the EC officials who had checked the chopper, did they give a clarification about why the chopper was checked, considering that this was a private chopper and permission had already been given for its use?
See, what we are given to understand is that there's no clarity yet that why exactly the EC officials reached the spot for the checking. In fact, because usually we do not get to see a checking being done for the private chopper. So that's the reason that the pilot is in fact questioning the officials that it's a private chopper and things are very clear on the paper. Then why is there a checking is needed? And all that, they had also taken off from the Bengaluru and then they have reached Beltalgandi, in fact, in the Dakshin Kannada. So all that while when they had taken it off from here, there was no trouble at all, then why is there a trouble over here? So that's the kind of question that the pilot is also raising. And again, we'll have to see now how is that the officials are going to react to it as well. What was the reason for their checking? And however, moreover, we see again, DK Shivakumar coming out. He too is likely to attack BJP and speak about this whole incident as well, for which we'll have to wait for some more time.
Are there any specific rules which this chopper could have violated, in the sense that even if it was a private chopper, are officials allowed to use it?
If that was the thing, then the EC officials could have actually reached out directly to the pilot and would have told him that what is the reason as well for their checking. But in the visual that we are that we can see, there's nothing of that sort. Only that the EC officials wanted to check the chopper as they are saying that it's their procedure. But however, the pilot says that it's not for the first time that he is using that chopper, but he is also aware about the rules and regulations. So that's the reason why we are seeing him questioning the EC officials that what is the need, why is that you are also checking the chopper, tell that out clearly, and the reason, what is that rule also, what's that rule, and what the rule speaks about also speaks. So those are the questions that the pilot is also raising. But however, as said, we'll have to wait for what the EC officials have to say on this, and on the other hand, what DK Shivakumar is going to tell.
Have we ever seen an incident